Hey y'all, it's VJ.
It's Jame.
And this is
A Sip and a Shot.
Woo, 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 woo. Happy Monday.
Happy fall. Happy mental health month.
Amen.
Pull that one out
right
of the
out
air.
of the hat. I like it. We'll talk about it. Let's talk about it a little later.
It's okay. Man.
Okay. Oh,
Speak up. Say what you want to say.
Say what you want to say.
It's okay to cry. We're here for you.
Go to therapy.
Yep. Find therapy. Talk to your friends. Talk about whatever it is. You don't have to hold it inside. It's okay.
Yeah, that's going to come up again today. I feel it in my spirit. So
yes.
let's start. Let's start our show with our shot. Our shot is called Whiskey Business.
And as you might have seen in the video clip, it has a little Jameson, Bailey's, and butterscotch schnapps. Not sure how this is going to go, but
don't even know how it's supposed to taste. So.
Yep, per usual, we're going to do it and go with God.
Cheers to the good.
Cheers to the bad.
Cheers to all the things we wish we had. Clink. I don't know why you...
And on the chair?
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, that's tasty. That's actually pretty good.
It's whiskey business. I feel like I sound like a child who can't say R's.
Whiskey business.
It's whiskey business.
It's whiskey business.
It's definitely heavily whisked. But it's like the cream, the Irish cream.
Yeah, the butterscotch schnapps helps it out. It's not too much, not too little. It's equal parts of everything. So no matter how many you're making, keep it all the same. Yeah. And it'll taste all right. Hopefully. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I think it just made a whiskey shot easier to take, if that makes sense. Like, it just made it, like, instead of taking a straight whiskey shot, but you can still taste the whiskey. Like, it still burns. I don't know if it burns for you. It burns for me. Doesn't burn for me.
All right, loose throat. All right.
I was like, I don't know what's wrong with your throat, but everything's good over here. Now, for a drink.
I'm excited about our sip. It's called the Fall 75. We're going to play the video.
Baby, you got what I want. See, cause y'all be driving Jaguars and the Bentleys and the Rolls Royce, playing hardballs with them platinum Visa. Is that your car? The SK8? Are you riding alone? Can I be your date?
That was a Fall 75, which had... I didn't even watch the video.
It has Nyack Cognac, Fireball, apple cider, a spiced apple cider, and then a little...
Sour Prosecco.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little champs on
I
top.
had it in my mind, and I lost it because I was going to ask you something. Like, it was like two thoughts going in my mind.
What were you going to ask?
I can't remember.
Okay.
Cheers. Like, everything
Cheers.
left.
Meh.
It tastes like a fall drink.
It does. It doesn't pack a punch like I thought. Like I wanted it to.
What kind of punch did you think it was going to pack?
I don't know. I thought it was going to have a little more flavor. But maybe it's the whiskey business messing with my taste buds.
Probably. Because this is good.
It's good.
Like if I was going to a nice dinner,
Mm-hmm.
this would be a good little cocktail to get.
It's a good little, like a little fall pregame for like a fab fall weekend.
What the fuck is wrong? Why do we need a pregame, sis? Why can't we just sip throughout the day?
I don't know that you could take alcohol into a fair for children.
We've never done that?
No, we haven't. What's wrong with you?
Something wrong with it.
It is, but all day. Something's been wrong all day.
We never did that. Are you sure?
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure I'm drunk around them kids.
Yeah, pretty much. This is what I was going to say. I like our song choices for today. Like, we started out with booty, 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 rock. No. I'm looking for a dime.
Yeah. That was...
Because that's the song that was in my head.
Yeah, because you're talking about Bubba Sparks.
Right. We talk about Bubba Sparks. And then we did... me and Jame had a whole jam session yesterday making the daggone drinks to the song. That song came out 13 years ago.
And I know.
Ooh. It was like a good vibe. Good time to be alive. And then Hot Boys, because we got to give Missy some props. So...
As always. And I feel like it fits in with our episode for today, which is...
Asking all them questions, part 3.
Because there's not apparently, as we've gotten older, and since we recorded the first 2 episodes of this,
Because this was like season 1.
Yeah, season 1.
Yeah.
And they were fun episodes. Basically, the concept is questions you should be asking, usually a man, because we're women, that date men.
Yeah. Yes.
Gotta clarify
that. Yeah.
Questions you should ask before you try to get too serious, before, you go on a date, sometimes at the date, sometimes post-date. Ask your questions. Don't be afraid.
But sometime earlier. I think this go round, some of the questions, because when I was like looking at different questions, I'm like, this might not be bad for women to answer as well.
Yeah.
Like, you might want to have your answer ready and make sure that you feel like your answer is like popping as well.
The questions could go both ways.
Yeah.
On all the episodes.
Can they?
Yep.
Oh, on all these asking all them questions episodes.
Yeah, on all the
got it. What was your favorite question? What was like our number one question we tell people to ask before we jump into this round?
Do you have a girlfriend or a girl that thinks she's your girlfriend? That's my favorite one. Because
trigger.
Y'all be like, some
lying.
people are very clear on what the line is.
But you know what? I asked that recently, and there was no answer.
I think
so
that's an answer in
also,
itself.
no answer is an answer.
Yep.
And so I get to come up with my own.
If there's any girl that thinks, or anybody that thinks that you were with them, and you in your mind are not with them, and then we go out, or you post me, or I post you, or whatever happens, and then there's drama associated with it, that counts, and we need to discuss that.
Or anyone who's going to be mad, let's add this, anyone who's going to be mad that you're saying that you're not dating them.
Yeah, that's what, like, if she thinks she's your
and
girl.
who's not crazy. Like, cause there's some like delusional people out. We're not talking about that. Yeah, we're not talking about that.
We're talking about people that you have been like relationship benefiting with, but you ain't signed the contract for them benefits.
What? I think sign contracts too far.
I'm just saying, like, you get the benefits package. You signed up for something.
Okay.
You want somebody to stay with you overnight, cook your dinner, cook your breakfast. People be asking for a lot. And then be like,
and you
gotta
see if your benefit package, if you signed up for the right benefit package.
It's like, oh, you not my girl. That's, ladies, you need to ask the question. What are we? It's not your package.
But do you feel like sometimes you can have that conversation and also define it? Because you can have that conversation and it just be like,
what's understood don't need to be discussed.
Right. And it's like, no, we need to discuss it so it's complete understanding.
About to get popped.
All right, let's jump into these questions. What you got for us, Jay?
My number one question, which came up recently in my mind, do you have friends?
Yes. I'm glad we jumping right out the gate with this one.
Into that one.
Yeah.
You really going to really, if we're on a first date and you ask me, do I have friends? That can go so many different ways. You have to elaborate on why you asking about these friends.
Okay. Oh, we will. Oh, don't you fret. We will elaborate.
Per usual. And of course, it's not coming from any crazy thing.
No.
It's a
genuine question.
It's a genuine question. One, because having a relationship outside of your family or your coworkers sometimes can be important. Some people are lone wolves, and some lone wolves don't realize they're a little crazy. And if you don't have good friends or good relationships outside of the people that you were born with,
who have to like you,
like are blood and have to like you, or supposed to like you, I think that says a lot about a person. And I might love you, but we can't spend 24/8 together. I want you to be able to go out with your friends. I want to be able to go out with my friends. Our friends can be friends. And then everybody has their own life outside of the relationship instead of us just being each other's only friends. And then there's issues there. So do you have friends?
I think it's also, to take it a step further, is like, do you have someone who holds you accountable other than yourself? Like, do you have someone who can check you who's not only me and who you can like enjoy yourself with, but also like if you're going through a tough time, you have someone who you can call to like, if we're going through a tough time and you have someone you trust to say like, this is what me and so-and-so are going through. This is how I'm thinking, like just someone you can
bounce stuff
off of other than your significant other. And I get, the goal is to bounce everything off of your significant other, but there are certain things like that you need to talk to your friends about. Someone who will know you a little bit differently than your significant other does.
Yeah. And I mean, let me start this episode. Let's rewind. Whatever works for you in your relationship works for you in your relationship.
As always. Like, we're not judging.
Don't care to judge. 1 and 2, we'll let you know what it is for us. Okay? Whatever works for you, boo.
I think it's hard for men to have, like, and let me be clear, I think I'm talking about, like, platonic male friends. Like real guy friends. Not like your homegirl who you done known forever. This is sis. This is not that. And it's not to say, let me be clear, it's not to say that you can't, because one of my best friends is a guy. But it's like, but he has guy friends.
Yeah.
Like, can you go on a bachelor trip with 2 or more of your friends and, like, have a good time? Can you do that? That's important to me.
Yeah.
Like, I want to send my man on a boys trip.
Yeah, go out for guys' night. Go watch the game with your boys.
Yeah.
Go do your thing. Everybody, you need your time to be yourself with your friends.
You know why this also came up? Me and I went out. So I went to Atlanta this past weekend to visit Key, and we went to this brunch. And I've been telling Jane, like, what I'm noticing, because I don't be outside much. So when I see outside, I'm like, this is a little different. There was nothing but women
at the brunch.
Mm-hmm. And I think the last event we went to before it got turned upside down,
mm-hmm.
it was like 15, 20 women and like 2 men
mm-hmm.
there. And so I wonder, like, why don't men come to certain events? Like, do men like to go brunch, or do they only brunch if it's on a date? Like, can you get you know how it'll be 4 or 5, 6, 7 of us going to brunch?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do men have that where they just go for themselves and, like, have a good time? It's not like a special occasion, like a bachelor party, like a birthday. Like, do they do that, or do...
I'm sure out there somewhere.
I feel like you're looking at me with a stink eye,
no,
and I'm like, not, this is a genuine question.
I know you, and I know what's a genuine question. I'm trying to genuinely figure out how to respond. I'm sure out there somewhere in the world, there are men who enjoy going to brunch on their own. Do I know that if my male friends,
mm-hmm.
quite a few, excuse me, Mike, would their first option be to go to brunch? Not necessarily. If they're looking for a move and the move happens to be brunch, cool. But it's not like oh, guys, we're going to brunch on Saturday at 1:00. I made the reservation. It's a Saturday.
I feel like they should.
In the group chat, it's Saturday. What's the move? Oh, we know so-and-so at Park. He can get us in for X amount of money at this time. Bet that's the move. That's how that
happens.
Yeah.
But, like, do you think that maybe they should try something different?
I think they should stick to whatever makes them happy.
I mean, I agree. Like, do what makes you happy, but it's very interesting. I was talking to D about it, and he was like, "Yeah, y'all be at brunches. We're at home on on 2K on PS5s playing the game.
Basketball season is here. Football season is here. Like they're okay." And I'm okay with them not being.
I just think it's so interesting. It was so interesting. It was like 40 women.
Yeah, listen,
40 plus women.
We like
just
to do
like
what we like to do, and they like to do what
brunch.
they like to do.
What can I ask? What kind of brunch was this?
We were just at a restaurant. It wasn't even like a party brunch.
Okay.
It was like
just
going
breakfast.
to Fridays, and all of Fridays in Bowie is booked out with only women.
I can almost guarantee you, there are very few straight men.
There was one
in
gay
a
guy.
group. In a group,
it was
that
one gay guy
just
there.
Go to brunch with no women involved.
Were they playing the game?
Yeah, on all the TVs. It was a sports bar. So part of me wants to believe, like, some of the women came thinking they was going to find the little,
They probably did, sis. You should have went to the game.
Was it promoted as a sports thing?
It was literally like, hey, do you want to go to this restaurant? It wasn't like,
exactly.
It wasn't a party.
If it was like, promoted as come watch the game, you have a bunch of niggas there. It's all about your marketer, your promoter, and who's marketing and promoting it.
Yeah,
as far as how you get it. But ain't no man trying to. We do our best to not spend money nowadays. So the last thing we're gonna say is, let's go to the bar or to the jump and spend X amount of money when we can get this 12 pack.
Like dinner?
As a group of just men, no.
Why are you looking at me like I'm crazy?
Men are.
Because
I have to ask the question.
We're motivated by women, so if women are not involved, we don't want to be there. And then you just can't be a group of all men surrounded by all women, and then all of y'all just, all right, go in and have a huddle. All right, you go talk to her. You go talk to her. Break. You know what I'm saying? We can't do that.
I don't know if I would just have like a different. I don't know if I would like view it differently. Like, okay, cool. That's a group of men that they can hold each other accountable. Like if something's going wrong in my relationship, or something's not right. Like I can call up. I was about to use somebody's real name.
I know you
and be like, hey.
Yep. Walk it on back.
Yeah, I was just about to use someone's real name. But like being able to call and be like, hey, this is what's going on.
Because they go to brunch or because they just genuinely find other things to do. Like I know guys that go golfing.
Okay.
Or they go to the batting cages,
or
but
go
brunch
like
is not their activity to do.
Got it. Okay. I got it.
Yeah.
I got it.
Unless it's 420
like,
friendly.
If they go to dinner, the ones that I know are going because there's another thing happening.
And this is just the start of
it's all about
pregame.
The vibe, not forcing it, as they say. You can't force it. Whatever the move is. If it feels forced, it's not gonna happen. Mm-hmm. And then whoever you can actually get out of the house at a decent time in order to go do something else beforehand.
Yeah. Some part of me feels like we might need to operate like men in some circumstances. Like instead of having like something planned 5 weeks in advance, just like, hey, do you guys want to grab this?
I'm okay. I think it's okay.
I feel like we need a good balance of both.
I think, you know what? I'm in enough group chats with men. I get both sides.
No. I'm not saying with men. I'm just saying like in general.
No, I mean like in general. Get both sides. Trying to plan with the two that I got. 1 and 2. Jesus. Well, it's my birthday. All right, cool. I'm not gonna be there for my birthday. I'll let you know Saturday when the day comes. All right, fine. That's enough. Done. I don't need anybody else doing that.
So one of the questions that I saw that kind of have to deal with friends are like, who are 5 people that you spend the most time with? Mm-hmm. Because that can tell you a lot about a person. And it made me think of the 5 people I spend the most time with.
Who are me and which I don't know. That's great.
I was about to say it's like a real birds of a feather flock together situation.
It's a roller coaster.
But it did make me think like, who do you go to? I think that's important. Like, who do you go to when shit hits the fan or when something great is happening? Mm-hmm. Like, Jamie's a planner. And if she dates somebody, she's going to want to plan like birthday parties. If you got to invite us to your man stuff, that might be a cause of concern for you. Right?
I don't like you. First of all. That's
going to be a cause of concern. Like,
it is.
You can't bring nobody else?
It is.
Okay.
Clip that.
First of all, you cough like that again. You're going to have to go stand outside and talk on the mic.
Well, she caught me off guard with the daggone question. And it's rough when you know somebody. Like, when you do a show with your friend, there's like some real undertones with stuff. And that's... to y'all, it seems like a regular question.
It is a regular
me,
question.
It was shady.
It wasn't shady.
Okay.
She just is... If she's in a shade mindset, then that's where she goes. But it wasn't shady. It was a genuine question.
It was more insightful.
Your eyebrows slightly went up, so I know the truth. It's fine, and it's on camera.
Who are the 5 people that you hang out the most with?
5 people I hang out with the most are you, the boys, Ike and Marcus, and that's really it. Brittany and Ty. Those are people that's like, and I don't even feel like I see Britt and Ty as often. Yeah. So like.
But what does that group tell you about yourself?
Might be a little nutty. Might be a little nutty. Yeah. Like I sent today the boys a reel, and it was this girl who took her little big brother, like he's bigger than she is, on a hiking trip, and he's just standing there like stoic the whole time, just kind of like looking around, and she's like walking back and forth, super happy, and he's just kind of like, and I'm like, this is me with y'all. Like I'm the one that's like super hyped up all over the place unless I'm hungry and tired. But
you're not super. I'm trying to figure out where this super hyped up all over the place person comes out.
You know what? It's crazy when you're the super hyped up person. Like, you and Ty are super hyped up, so my super hype is like mellow.
Okay.
So there's no need for me to be super hype.
I'm not super hype anymore. I really mellowed out.
KB didn't even believe that. KB ain't believe that at all. Like, he was like, I'm out.
On the chat room.
You start with Vanna.
Yeah, Vanna said if a dude doesn't have friends, it's a red flag. I agree.
I'm gonna assume he's a sociopath or something. And
it don't have to be like, you don't have to be somebody who knows everybody. And it's like,
yeah,
I'm good with like a solid 2
friends.
Yeah,
I'm sure as long as they keep you busy.
You need James, stop lying. She's not gonna want that nigga to stay busy.
Okay, yes I am. Yes I am. Not a lot of busy, but like I go out of town a lot. I don't want you sitting in the house
waiting on me.
Yeah, like go out and have fun.
She lied. Okay, my 5 are Taylor. Taylor was talking to somebody, and he said, "You and VJ are like in a relationship at this point, aren't y'all?" And I was like,
basically.
I
feel like I'm in a relationship with all my friends. Actually.
Right, like this is the strongest relationship I've had ever.
For the longest
Taylor,
period.
Darian has been like somebody I hang out with a lot.
Yeah, love you, D.
Yeah, you, Ty, and Brittany. But then I got a lot of anyway, like I got Kelly and Kiana. Like people I talk to on a regular basis. And what I learned about myself from them is we got a lot going on.
Yeah.
Like it's always a lot. And I feel like we're maybe this is just because of me, very emotionally very emotional. Like we can deal with emotions. Okay. Well, I'm not sure, but we can deal with them. I don't know how well we deal with them. They come up.
Don't know how they work out, but they're, you know what?
So do you have friends? Like who are your closest friends? Like, and how do you spend time with them?
Yeah. And then I feel like there's one more under the do you have friends category. Who is your best friend and how would you describe them?
How would you describe them? Or
I feel like how would they describe you is what it's supposed to be.
Do men have best friends?
Yes.
But I feel like they're best friends.
They're a different species.
I feel like their best friends are kind of like they are different.
Like they're aliens.
The males are like different.
Do they have best friends?
Do they? But I feel like their best friends change a lot easier than like women's best friends.
I don't agree.
I feel like their best friends are their best friends for the moment, like not the moment, but like what they have going on currently in their life.
I don't agree with that.
Okay, that's fine. That's what I think.
I don't agree. I feel like I feel like a lot of guys that I know have an easy time making friends, but their core friends are their core friends, and they can get into like arguments, and it's not a big issue. We're like women will get into an argument, and it's a big issue. Not our friend group.
Like real friend. I don't think like if they're your real true friend.
Like we say this all the time. This friend group this friend bubble that we're in is not a normal friend bubble. You can look on Instagram, TikTok, everywhere in the world and see that girls be having friends that disappear, pop up, disappear.
Sleeping with your man. It's been a lot of that on my TikTok. Like the sister that ran off with her brother-in-law, and I'm like, listen,
who are your people? Who you choosing?
On TikTok or in general?
Who you choosing to be in your life?
Well, if it's your sister, you ain't got a choice. And then the sisters be coming back, making a comment like, yes, I am now with my former brother-in-law. But she didn't tell you how crazy she was in the past. I love it. I live for it. We're going to take a break.
Yep. I was like, that's exactly why I looked right at the camera.
We're going to take a break, and we got more questions for y'all. I promise you it's not just going to be on the men having friends.
Not at all.
It's VJ.
It's James.
This is Sipping a Shot.
Unplugged In Radio Network. We'll be right back.
I know what you like. I know what you like. Everything you love, baby, you love. Baby, you love. Baby, you love. And it's my fault.
Baby, you got what I want. See, 'cause y'all be driving Jaguars and the Bentleys and the Rolls Royals, playing hardballs with them platinum Visa. Is that your car? The SK8? Are you riding alone? Can I be your date?
Hey y'all, it's VJ.
It's Jame.
And this is
A Sip and a Shot.
Woo, 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 woo. We're back with asking all them questions. Before we get into that, our shot was called Whiskey Business.
And it had Jameson, Bailey's, and a little butterscotch schnapps. Tasted pretty good.
Tasted really good. And our, well, it didn't taste really good, but it tastes good. And our sip was called the Fall 75, which had cognac, Fireball whiskey, spiced apple cider, topped with Prosecco.
Yes, and it's pretty tasty. We just refilled our glasses.
Yeah, it's really, I like it. It's really
good.
It's good for fall. Like, I wouldn't drink it in the summertime. Is that weird?
Not at all, because it's apple cider. Ding,
Boom.
ding,
Ding,
a
ding,
Fall
ding, ding.
75.
We love it. Okay. So we spent the first half talking about, for our questions, talking about if, do you have friends? Do you have friends you can trust? Do you have friends who can hold you accountable, and who, important to Jamie, who you can spend time with?
Yes.
So that you're not at home waiting on her.
Not in like a negative way, but like have friends. Have friends.
Have
so
a
you
good
can have
group
like a
of
good
friends.
hobby. You can have a good outlet. You can be outside with your homeboys, and I could be outside with my homegirls when the rare occasions they want to be outside.
I think she meant that for me, but I'm not going to take it. So, another question we had, and I think we talked about this a little bit. Jamie had something a little spicy for us, but before we get into the spice,
usual.
She loves a spicy conversation. I always go right for it. What is your tipping philosophy? I feel like we talked about this a little bit.
We did,
but if you don't tip,
not even.
Jamie giving your fave side piece, LOL.
No comment?
No, nothing to say there. I don't. Nope.
You sure?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
I'm like, I don't get it, but we'll figure it out later. What's your tipping philosophy? Like, is that a red flag if whoever you're dating doesn't tip, or if she doesn't ask you if you tipped? I feel like because we have all worked in the service industry, like y'all know, we used to bartend, so tipping is very important. And when COVID really hit and the lockdown started, and a lot of people who work in that industry didn't have jobs, didn't have any income. So I was like tipping on top of tipping, for like order outs, just to help in any way. And I don't know, like if a man doesn't tip, that's a red flag for me.
Yeah, or doesn't believe in tipping. Yeah, that's definitely a red flag for me.
Now I don't tip on top of the 18% anymore, because a lot of places are like just adding.
Yeah, once you add the tip in, that's it. Because unless you gave me exceptional service, your job, they decided that's what you was gonna get. But it's nothing like working a full shift and walking out of there with like
cash.
Yeah, cash, but also walking out and feel like you didn't make anything, like you could have stayed home.
Yeah.
Like you could have cut me early.
Yeah, like
I could have went home 3 hours ago. Instead of standing in this empty bar waiting for people to come in.
Yeah.
Drive mine behind home.
Okay, another question we had was I don't want to ask that one.
What?
Ooh, thermostat compatibility. What do you like to keep your home on? Like, what temperature do you like to keep your home on?
I like to keep it on a good 74.
Really?
Yeah.
That's hot to me. That's
74
hot.
is hot.
Yeah.
It's a big house that we're in. And the vents be changed, so it'll be warm upstairs, but cold as all get out downstairs.
I think, like, for me, I like to keep my house at a 71, between 70 and 72.
Yeah, I know you do. It's very problematic.
It's not a problem, but I like to keep it that way because I like blankets. And so for me, when I was what?
I'm not saying shit.
Okay.
I'm just muting my mic. I ain't saying shit.
I like blankets and being like cuddled up.
Yeah, you do.
But I remember when I had people at my house. And they would like 70 was just way too cold, and they would like at like 75, 76, and that's just way too hot.
Yeah, that's you're pushing it.
Yeah, that's
74 is the
max. Yeah, I think a happy medium is 73.
73 is cool. Like if I could put on socks and a hoodie if I want to.
Yeah.
And be cool, fine. But going to VJ's house in the wintertime and wanting to have my coat on, that's the first thing I would say. It's like, it's cold in here.
No,
Can't wear shoes. Don't bang with socks, for real. It's a real struggle for me up in there.
I feel like it's comfortable. But I think, okay, here's the other part. I live alone, so like I have a space heater in my room because 9 times out of 10 I'm upstairs.
Yeah, it's beautiful for you.
Yeah, like I'm 90% of the time I'm by myself. But when you come over, I do take it up to like 71, 72, and you need to appreciate that.
I do.
You know, everyone says my house is cold, but it's just comfortable for me.
It be cold. There's no snacks in there for me. It's never any juice. Not that I really drink juice. I'm just saying, we've been through a lot. It's been a long 2 years.
I told Jamie, I was like, Jamie, you can tell you never grew up a fat girl because like we don't keep snacks because you're always on a diet.
Oh no, my little sister came along. We had the best snacks. You guys, Rachel come up in the house all the time. She was like, y'all got the best snacks straight to the pantry. Because Jordan always had the best. I had the good snacks. Jordan got the good. She got the gummies, the Pop-Tarts with sugar on them, everything. Now, was it supposed to be in her snacks? No. Was I? Yes.
See, Darian had the snacks, but no, I don't keep snacks. I don't need snacks in my house. Like, it's just me. Watch. You gonna get it.
I'm a snacker.
Thermostat compatibility is important.
Yeah, we do have a friend who used to keep it on, 80?
My old roommate used to keep it on 80 degrees.
You be in there sweating bullets trying to figure out why it's so hot. Check the thermostat. It's summertime.
Ooh, here's another good question. What's your ideal weekend? What is wrong? What's your ideal weekend?
I thought about miscongeniality. Like, what's the perfect day?
What's your ideal weekend?
I feel like this is so against who I am as, like, a person.
Oh, Lord.
Like, a marketable person. Like, my, like, branding as a person is, like, I'm outside with my friends all the time. But I really love...
So just be honest.
Being home.
Exactly. You don't like to be out in these streets like you proclaim.
I do, like, X, you better watch yourself.
Uh-oh. Side piece like side chick.
Because I like you to have friends. I'm confused. Explain yourself, X, if you're still in there. Anywho. Yeah, we stayed in the pantry. Vanna knows.
Yeah.
Okay. So I like, because I'm really busy generally, and I tend to keep myself that way. But I do like days where I could just sit at home. If I could eat a good meal, which is usually pasta or Mexican food, and watch like a bunch of good movies or shows that I've been wanting to see for a long time, that's an ideal weekend for me. Or if I'm with my friends in the house doing the same thing.
Okay.
Like, I like I'm a quality time person. So when I can spend time with people, but we're like just chilling, it doesn't have to be outside. Like, usually I'm at Ike's house or I'm at Marcus's house and watching TV or trying to force them to watch something with me. And that's my ideal time.
I feel like my ideal weekend would be, I feel like I want it to be like the girl who goes to the farmer's market. Who, like,
in my mind, I would love to be that girl.
Like, who walks up and down, like, gets up early,
fresh flowers,
fresh resets her home.
Yeah.
But in all actuality, I like making myself a big breakfast, sitting in my bed, eating my big breakfast, and watching Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
And if you could give me that, like, if my man could give me that, like, once a month.
Wonderful time.
It's a good time. And not, like, and with me. Like, it doesn't have to be Grey's. It can be anything. But, like.
Yeah, I don't know why it's eating the food in the bed. Because I love eating pasta in bed.
It's like having your pillows propped up.
Yep. And
like,
show on.
Yeah. And then it's just easier to fall asleep.
Yeah.
You know, it's more comfortable to fall asleep. But I'm also like Jane. Like, I am a quality time person. So I like doing things with just the two of us. But I also like going out, like, for long drives. Anyway.
Passenger princess.
Listen, this is gonna be like James dating application tape. Okay. Oh, okay, this is a fun one.
Now I feel tricked. I feel bamboozled.
I got all these questions from licensed therapists. Who would you have dinner with, living or dead?
Who would I have dinner with?
And these are questions to ask, like, while you're on a date. I think that's a good date question. Like, who would you have dinner with, living or dead?
Living or dead?
Okay, Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
We can do celebrity, and then we could do non-celebrity.
Okay, I was going to say non-celebrity. Probably my great-grandmother.
Excuse my ignorance. Did you ever meet your great-grandmother?
Yeah, she was. Okay. She was alive. And my great-grandfather. Okay. On my mom's side. They lived a long life.
Yeah, longevity on your side.
Countryside. Okay. Yeah, because I liked her. She was a dope person. And they said I was, out of all the, like, we were similar. Okay. So it would be nice to see my grandma Malice again. And then celebrity Beyonce. Duh. Yeah. Easy without a thought in the world. And I hope she has personality. Sweet Jesus.
I feel like her person. Honestly, I feel like Beyonce's probably a little weird. But
she probably is a little weird. But, I'm not knocking it.
You know what someone told me, this guy who we went to school with? Love him. He was like, you do, because we were talking about Real Housewives. He was like, you do realize that Giselle and Beyonce have the same style. I was like, no. Giselle from Real Housewives of Potomac has the same style as Beyonce.
Now this is going to sound shady. Giselle from the Real Housewives of Potomac wishes she had the same style as Beyonce. And I think that's
maybe, okay, there it is. Maybe she tries to like Beyonce's level.
Yes.
100. And
she's like trying to match Beyonce's level.
But she doesn't have
Beyonce. I don't know that it does.
I like that one.
Yeah.
I like that.
I was like, excuse me.
Not here, my grandmother.
Of course.
Like, just one conversation with her.
Yeah.
Would just be.
Yeah.
Like, I could almost cry right now, but I'm not. But just one conversation with my girl, just to, like, pick her brain about what it was like when she was in her 30s. Mm-hmm. And, like, I think for me, I always wanted to know what she wishes she would have done differently, just so I can see, like, well, what's something that you like, what role would you go down? Mm-hmm. And then not living,
or you mean,
or living, or celebrity, Whitney Houston. Mm-hmm. Either Whitney Houston or Mariah Carey.
Please, yeah. I mean, I can see that.
I think Mariah Carey would be like so much fun to talk to, but Whitney Houston would be like, I don't know what I would talk to her about yet, but she would be fun.
You like it would be a good time.
Yeah, she would be a good time.
It would be a good time. It would be a good time.
Or Selena.
Oh yeah, Selena.
I think Selena would be dope too.
Would be dope. Yeah. And then like if I could like pick a date. Like we do it. Just in case it never gets out.
I don't think that's not something you would give on a date. Like if
what?
You would not ask like if you could date a celebrity, who would it be? That's something like when you're in the relationship, like a celebrity hall pass kind of situation.
No, we asked that at the beginning. Savannah, you never met Pop Mayhew? Okay.
All right. We're going to bring y'all back.
We'll take it.
Okay, listen. Go ahead.
But that's a good question.
What?
Like, who would if you wanted a celebrity hall pass, who would it be?
On your first date?
Yeah, it's just conversation.
Well, you know what? Another question that popped up was, do you want to be monogamous? Do you believe in monogamy? Because that can also help you with your celebrity hall pass situation.
I mean, yeah, I guess I feel like a celebrity hall pass is somebody, chances are you're not going to run into them.
But if you did, you're going to take it?
If you did.
But I feel like that could be flipped to be like, you're going to cheat on me? You're going to cheat?
If you're crazy, yeah. If that's your issue, probably.
Well, let's be honest. Never mind. I'm not even going to go down that path with you. Okay.
If you had a 1 in a million shot, like if he had a 1 in a million shot of meeting J-Lo, and J-Lo actually wanting to sleep with him,
would you be upset if he didn't take it?
I'd be like, yeah, fool, you crazy. You should ask for some money.
It's like prostitution.
A lot of things are like prostitution. What are we talking about? It's J-Lo.
So he would, that'd be like his whole pass? Like, yeah. Go for it. But just not no random bitch in Chicago.
Yeah,
right?
No.
Okay.
What is wrong? Next question.
It rolled out. Okay, so next question. We gave you some questions for like.
I have another one.
Oh, okay.
Before that, what's the biggest dating age gap you've had?
Oh, Are you asking me?
No, I mean, like, that's a good question.
Oh, that is it a good question?
It is.
Why is it a good question?
If your typical age gap is 10 years, that's an interesting choice.
Older or younger?
Either way.
So, like, if you're 20 dating a 30-year-old, that's a red flag. Would that be a red flag for you?
I don't think so. Well, I mean, it leans
a red
more
flag for me. For
the 30-year-old. Yes.
Yeah.
20-year-old, I'm like, oh, okay. Something seems a little off here, but I don't know that you're at fault.
Because you're not mature enough to make that decision.
Like, it's like, okay. But like a 30, you can't find anybody your own age.
Yeah.
Or within that 5 year. Yeah. But, whatever works for you, works for you.
No, I think you're crazy if you're a 30-year-old. This is sexist. Let me say that. If you're a 30-year-old man dating a 20-year-old girl, that's weird to me. That's strange.
But if it's a 30-year-old woman dating a 20-year-old.
That's strange to me.
Okay, so it's not sexist.
It's strange to me, but I did tell Jamie, like...
can you say that again? A 30-year-old dating a 20-year-old is wild?
It's a little wild to me, yeah.
Okay.
You don't agree?
I don't.
Why?
I don't. Not saying that I would, but I'm just saying that I don't. Only for the simple fact that when we was in, like, high school, the 17-year-olds was dating, like, 26-year-olds. It's the same shit.
That's a red flag.
It's the same
just
shit.
because it happens doesn't mean that it's
but I feel like once you're
illegal.
over 18, it's normal. Beyonce and Jay-Z, isn't that y'all girl?
Yeah, but I think.
But no, isn't that y'all girl?
It's our girl, but it's different.
She was 20 and he was 34 or some show, like 40.
Weird.
It's weird.
You know what I'm
don't
saying?
disagree.
We're not gonna tell you it's not weird, but it is a little different when you have. If you're talking about a 17-year-old at the local public school and the 26-year-old who works at Giant, that's weird to me. Not the 20-year-old who's been in this music industry since she was 15, dating the 30-year-old who has been in the music industry since he was 21. Like, that's a different
37-year-old. But yeah, I get you. I get you.
Okay. it's weird, but like
weird.
It's all weird, but I just think like my homegirl dating the 27-year-old who could pick her up from school, but she can't tell her parents about. That's not good. That's illegal. It's illegal.
It's illegal. Just because it happens doesn't mean that it's not weird.
I'm not going down to the 17. I'm not messing with nothing under 18.
Okay.
As far as this conversation,
I don't think you need to mess with anyone under 19 either.
That's why I said as far as this conversation, and literally, I'm not going.
Let me clear some things up.
I'm not fucking with none of that. Door. You feel me?
Okay, good.
But I feel like after the age of like 20, 21, like I was 17 years old, and I want to say we were dating, but I was 17, 18. I had two 33-year-olds, a 40-year-old, and I felt like those were the best relationships or times of my life, personally.
I just don't think
my
so.
first threesome was with two 33-year-olds.
All right. We're done. We're clocking out. You don't even have to. That's his life. We don't judge the show. We let you all do whatever you want to do.
It's illegal.
Whatever you want to do.
And if I was your mama, I'd put him in jail.
What? That was.
They gave birth to the nigga named KB.
And we're done. Next topic. Not that it's going up from here. Not that it's going up from here.
It's illegal though, right?
Preface it. I'm done with the conversation. Actually,
that's wild.
I'm done.
But before you're really done,
I appreciate you sharing during Mental Health Month.
Yeah, we appreciate that. But this is why y'all need to go to therapy, because a lot of men who were like 14, 15, 16, 17 are taken advantage of by these old women, and that's statutory rape.
Wait a minute. Whoa.
Statutory rape.
And this is why I said let's keep it. We're keeping it pushing.
Whoa.
We're going.
You're not about to give me a mental illness. I'm perfectly fine. You know what?
I mean, it's fine to be fine, but you should really go talk to somebody.
I don't need a therapist.
Okay, all right. We're not on a therapy episode today. We try to keep the show light. Here we are at rape. We are moving.
I'm gonna send you my therapist because you might need to talk to
something as well, consensual as well. I don't even know how to transition because it's not the best transition. Clark Atlanta University. I'm done with you.
Well, no. I was gonna say the transition is we gave you all some questions to ask if you were like really thinking about a serious relationship. Now there are different types of relationships, and James is gonna give you some questions that you can ask if you are looking for a relationship that is sexual in nature.
I was like, you walk the line, friend. Walk the damn line. Okay, so this popped up a few months ago. from Clark Atlanta University. This young lady was handed a sneaky link application. And you know what? A lot of people talk about sexual liberation and being free, waving your freak flag as high as you want to. I don't know if this is the way to do it. So they handed out a physical application. There's no name or return address listed. So I don't know how they was going to get it back.
Well, find me.
Question 1 is, what is your favorite sex position? A, missionary. B, backshot. C, side. Or D, all of the above.
Do you need that for a sneaky link?
You know what? I feel like if you're trying to be compatible and not have to do a lot of talking, you might want it.
But, okay, me and Jame always go back and forth on this. There has to be some type of communication.
I mean, yeah, I'm saying, like, a lot of people in college.
Okay.
College age. Might not be comfortable saying, I like this, I like that. They just go into it, get it in, and you're like, you know, that's not really my favorite position. You're not really doing it for me. And then she go home, or he go home, and it was like, it wasn't really worth my time. But if you're not a missionary man, and you like the back shots, so you got girls listing back shots, I think you all right.
But okay, here's my other question. Does that, and I'm thinking college age. I don't know if I want to answer that, because does that mean I'm only gonna get back shots all night?
I don't know. You gotta fill it out to find out. I didn't make the application. You gotta roll the dice. We also wasn't in college when there was really Instagram. So there's a lot of things that flew under the radar.
And we didn't call it sneaky links back then.
We sure didn't. Everybody went on what missions?
Missions.
Everybody went on missions.
And everybody minded their business. Like,
but it's like,
I mean, not really, but like, it wasn't no application being sent. I was just kind of. Okay. Go ahead.
Question number 2. Are you willing to have a threesome? This is a great question. Great question.
For a sneaky link?
Yeah. It says A, yes. B, no. C, maybe. D, other. And I think a great follow-up question, especially if you're handing this out to women, would be, with the woman or with the man?
Right, male, female.
Listen, ladies, clarify. Because
what's the other?
People are...
like, if I answered other, what would that mean?
Gangbangs? I don't know.
Okay.
I try to come up with another.
Like, yes, no, maybe, and other.
Like, maybe a threesome's not for you, but you like to swing. Like, you like to have to, like, equal partner ratio. That's not a threesome. That's 4 people. That could be other.
Other could be foursome.
Yeah.
Or more some.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jesus. What penis size is best for you? 3, 5, 7, or all of the above? Now, this is weird.
Why is that weird?
All of the above is a little wild because it sounds like it's a group.
All of the above is not wild to me. All of the above I think what could be interpreted to mean that, like, you can make whatever size work.
They're all inclusive.
Yeah. Like, I'm not going to turn you down if you're 3 inches. I'm going to see what I can do with it, make it do with it.
That's nice. That's considerate.
I like how Jamie's not answering any of these questions, but go ahead, Jay.
Did you answer any?
No.
Okay, then. I'm just reading that.
We could if you wanted to. No. Go ahead, finish that. Exactly. Go ahead, finish the application.
Anywho, number 4. What's your favorite thing to do during sex? Spit in mouth. Get the thumb in the butt. C, dirty talk. Or D, play with toes. This is a very well. I mean, if you go ask questions, you asking them.
Those are the questions I ask.
All right, and the last question is, how would you rate your head game 1 out of 10? And it's a blank space, so you can put your whatever number you feeling in there. Now, we'll say it did not have a place to put your name or your phone number in there either, so I don't know what the plan was.
Well, maybe he was just handing it out to one person at a time. Or maybe she was handing it out to one person at a time.
Well, it looked like she got in the car with it. Like, it looked like, oh, thank you. Like, they might have been standing outside of class and was like...
Or he picked her up on a first date and was like, this is what I got to offer. Fill this out and we'll see if we'll make it to a second date. Do you go on dates if you're a sneaky link?
No.
No?
That's your sneaky
Do you go... But wait, do you initiate the sneaky linking with a date?
No. I need you to come on.
What did you just say? What did you just say, woman? Did you initiate the sneaky linking? What do you mean? A sneaky link is just a link that's done sneakily. You can't sneak if we in public.
Yeah, but like, how many missions were you going on dates with? Like,
I didn't.
You remember that? You remember that one friend that you like, but no one could know you like? That's your sneaky link.
I know I got that.
You can't take them out in public. You should know these answers because you know that. Because you get that.
I'm trying to think. I think I'm talking about.
She does this innocent thing, and it drives me up a wall. Like I did not know her for the past 10 years. That's why I always look at her like she has 7 heads.
Wow, you're wow. Wow, this one is going.
Oh, the question, the topic, Kelly, you came in wild, not at a good time. It's asking all them questions, and we ended it with the sneaky link application.
Right, but okay, wait.
What? What's up?
I think I'm asking myself as a 30-plus-year-old, like, I don't know if I'm going to jump into a sneaky link situation. If you can't take me out to dinner,
then you're not a sneaky link friend. You want a boyfriend.
I don't think that's a boyfriend. It's just like, I don't want more from you, but you're cool to like, okay, this was cool.
Then you're friends. You got friend,
like
boyfriend,
like I don't want
link.
more.
You have to be sneaky with the linking. Going out in public is not sneaky.
Listen,
see, I thought sneaky linking was just like not telling your friends about the person.
Anybody. A robber can't just bust up in a place well lit with a bunch of people in there and be like, yeah, give me all the money. With their face showing, that ain't sneaky. You gotta sneak. You gotta creep.
But like, how you gonna meet them and see if you even like them like that?
It
by
doesn't matter.
sneaking. That's how you figure it out.
I want you to like sneak into my home, and I don't even know how you are in public.
All right, let me run this down for you real quick because we out of time for real.
We are,
and I'm tired of you. Okay. You meet a guy out of the bar.
Meet a guy at the bar. Okay.
You exchange numbers.
Okay.
You text. You might talk on the phone.
Okay.
You want to come over? Sure.
Okay.
You get it in. Sneaky link. You don't have to go on a date.
I've been there. Okay.
I don't know why she does
this.
Okay. Did you introduce him to your mother? Did you introduce him to your friends?
No.
Oh, right then. That's what that nigga is.
Yeah, but just because I introduced him to my mother and my friends doesn't mean I didn't get taken out on a date.
All right, bro. All right.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
you're not about to, you defeating the whole purpose of the guy.
You don't jump into sneaky links. It just happens.
Yeah, it just sneakily linked.
So, remember we talked about you always having to have a plan? Knock that bitch out. Take that out. You know what? You want to be a man? You want to take that man from earlier? Be like, oh, maybe we should be more like men. This ding ding. This is it.
Kelly funny.
This girl talking about her sneakily got to take it to dinner. Kelly, exactly. I'm like, we ain't know her for how long?
She trying to fall in love with
you acting brand new, friend.
I'm just saying, like,
you acting brand new. Take it back to 2012. Run the same energy there. 2022.
I feel like I got taken out. Nope. I got taken out on dates before they became sneaky linking.
Did you?
Yeah, I think so.
So y'all was courting each other.
Slippers?
Before the linkage.
The slippers?
What the fuck?
So that means that you had a failed court.
I can't do this with you. This is why we put this stuff on video.
What are you talking? Slippers.
Came through with what's it? Gucci?
It wasn't
Y'all went on a date?
No, but he also didn't get no sneaky linking action either.
I think he was fitting to.
No, he wasn't.
I'm stressed.
Mm-hmm.
He came over to watch a movie and he left. I made sure my roommate stayed it was all 3 of us on the couch together.
Oh no.
Yeah. Reminds me of that New Year meme where the girl is talking about all the things she's leaving in the past. Then you see her walking back towards them.
Exactly.
Well, listen.
We go offline with these missions that came by that wasn't dates.
But I feel like when you sneaky linking, you're having sex
out there.
All right, y'all. This has been great. I don't believe you.
Okay. Because you keep doing the innocent thing, and I don't do well with that.
Yeah, but that wasn't us. It was beneficial.
Yeah, that's what a sneaky link is.
And I didn't want him to take. That doesn't mean that I wasn't asked on a date. Let me be very clear. I just decided not to go on a date. Because it was in private.
You trying to make a relationship out of a sneaky link. It's a private situation.
I didn't.
I mean, granted, might have been around.
I was about to say he was around. And he was beneficial.
Yeah, quite a few of them are.
Okay, and Gucci slippers didn't get no benefits. He was no sneaky linker. All right.
But you got a couple in mind. You're okay.
This is VJ.
It's Jame.
And this has been
A Sip
and a Shot. Bye.